Welcome back. We're coming up on about halfway through the school summer holidays, so by now you've probably exhausted all ideas for ways to keep the kids entertained.
But with the bank holiday weekend coming up, we've tasked Suzanne Kane with the job of discovering some day trip excursions for all the family. So true, Suzanne.
Good morning.
We've
Morning,
done a
Suzanne.
lot. The camps are happening,
I don't
or
know
have
how
happened.
parents cope. So I have like a 1.5-year-old and a 3.5-year-old. My 3.5-year-old said to me the other day, "I'm bored." It was like my future just flashed into my eyes. I was like, it's just the start.
Whatever happened, by the way, before we get into your brilliant list, to just going out to play and coming in for your lunch and going back out to play and coming back for your dinner and going back out to play and then going to bed.
No.
Cars on the road.
Traffic.
But also, it rained the other day, and I was like, I can't put them out the back. And my two kids, were like little dogs in the window, looking out the window, can we go and play? But look, parents up and down the country are kind of at the stage where they're going, we need to do activities. And there's loads going on. Look, in terms of you could bring them to the zoo, or there's Camp Freddo, which is happening across this week as well for Bernardo's. Loads of things like that. But if you want to do a quick day trip out, there was a lot of activity for everybody across the family in terms of age groups. We tried to cover that this morning.
We're going to kick it off about 500 yards from where I live, up the road in Balbriggan, Ardgill and Castle.
Yeah, there's parents in and around that area.
Have you?
Yeah, they're going to kill me because this is like a hidden secret, because there's toilets, which everybody knows, especially with toddlers, you need a toilet on site. But the playground is absolutely fantastic. The facilities are absolutely gorgeous. Look at it.
And
That's
I think
fabulous, isn't it?
Magnificent.
Correct. I think I'm right in saying REM played there a couple of years ago.
Could have done, yeah. Could have been before my time, Simon. Could have been before my time.
Okay.
I'm joking.
Before they planted those flowers.
Exactly. But look,
it
it's
looks
amazing.
a bit like Paris Court,
It's fabulous, isn't it? Yeah, and you can go on castle tours, but just like the playground itself is absolutely fabulous there. And then you can go on castle tours, as I said. All the facilities are there. Do you know what? For something a little bit different, if you want to maybe travel to kind of the outskirts of Dublin and bring the kids somewhere they haven't been before, or if you're like in one part of Dublin and you don't travel over to the North County, head over.
This is it's less than 5 minutes past the airport on the M1.
It, yeah.
So is it a case of bring a picnic and walk around the gardens?
If you get the weather, walk, and the playground is there as well. Or you can go on castle tours as well if you want to. You can go onto the website, check out all the details, but it is a lovely little find. It's something
Ardgill-and-Castle.ie.
Yeah, love it. This I absolutely adore, because who doesn't believe in fairies? So I know that there's boys and girls all the way across the country who have their little fairy doors in their bedrooms and in their house. Well, if you want to go and see where the fairies are living, this is one of the fairy trails you can travel onto down in County Kerry. It is just...
This is cute,
isn't
it?
Spectacular, isn't it? So the fairies moved in, and lots of boys and girls from around Kerry didn't realise that 8 years ago that the fairies had moved in, and all of a sudden they'd set up camp, as it were, and they're now in Derry Quinn, and you can go and walk along the trail, and it's all enclosed within the woods. So do you know what? Weather really doesn't, even though you're outdoors, it really doesn't come into play, because once they've their raincoat on and they've their welly boots on, they're good to go, and it is one of the most magical little trails.
Do you just go in and pot around yourself, or do you get a little tour around it, or what way?
You go in and pot around the trail. The trail is there. You can just follow around. It's not a guided tour, as it were. You just go in and
just
pot
discover
around.
the little fairy houses as you go.
Yeah, across the woodland, and you go to, and then there's wooded animals there as well, obviously, that are living there, and within the reserve they're all there as well. So you've got a little bit of everything.
So it's like a little village of fairies in the woods.
Yeah, and there's loads of them. Like there's some in Wicklow as well. Like across the country, there's some in Galway as well. So no matter where you are, we just picked Kerry this morning.
And they're free.
That's free. What we said. It's free. Yeah, it's free. A trip to Kerry, no matter where you are in the country. I know you can go from top to bottom or side or whatever it is, but it's a lovely little trip, so you can kind of put the day trip in, pack the bag, pack your picnic, head off. It's free. And if you've fairies in your house, because I know lots of fairies travel all around Ireland, so that you can go and see where they live.
And then over to the sunny southeast.
This is magnificent. So Wexford Lavender Farm, it's in Gorey, County Wexford. This is just unbelievable. Look at that. Look at that. Now, in the sunshine, if you see it in the sunshine, it is one of the most magnificent places I have ever seen. You can pop in, have a cup of coffee, but there's like 24 acres, give or take, of all of the lavender. You can go on, they have a little cart ride that you can go around, a little quad bike ride that you can go around the farm on as well. There's a playground there for kids. It's like Wexford is very accessible. It's a great place. Jump onto the M50, onto the road if you're coming from Dublin, head out the road and go and have a little wander around. And because there's a tea room there, you can sit down and have a cup of tea and have a cake. They sell obviously lots of lavender products, but you know what? Just the aesthetics of it, it's just and the smell is out of this world. Like it's a real place.
And you can take home lavender perfume or room spray or whatever.
Literally, you name it, they sell it, they have it. But it's so beautiful for kids. And also, I found out that lavender is a herb. superb. Where have I been living?
What have you been doing with your lavender?
Like, you know what I mean? Education was obviously wasted on me. I was like, yeah, not so much. But you know what? It's a lovely little find, and you can go onto wexfordlavenderfarm.com.
And is that free to go in there?
It's free to go in there as well.
Lovely.
Isn't it nice?
And then out to the west.
Out to the west from Mayo for the Great Western Getaway in Mayo. So this is where you can take your bikes and you can head off. It's a walkway or a bikeway, very, very safe. I know a lot of people would like to bring the kids out, but the roads just aren't safe enough, whereas you can head up onto it's a cycling trail and also a walking trail. It's off-road and it's the longest as well in Ireland. It is absolutely fabulous. You'll take in all around kind of Achill, Mulranny, Newport, Westport, all around that. You can follow the trail all the way around. But you know the thing I like the most about this is it's great to get out and have a walk. Again, it's free. Stick on the boots, stick on the runners, the wellies. You can get walking with the kids. But for me, I'd love to bring the kids out on the bikes, you know, when they get a bit older. But you'd be nervous of where you want to go, whereas this is
lovely to have a mapped out trail and a safe path.
Very safe, very safe. You're not going to hit a pothole or anything like that with the kids. You're going to be very, very safe to go along it. So it's the Great Western Getaway. Greenway.ie is the website on that.
We're bang out of time. We can't mention the last one, which was
Croke Park. Not Croke Park, Croke Park. Go and take all the history. Go into Croker, get in, have a day with the kids. You'll love it.
You can do that whole tour of it, can't you?
You can take the tour. You can do the skyline. You have to do it having a head for nights. But, you know, I think I'd have a shot.
No.
Not on a windy day, though. No, actually, I won't have a shot. I'm not saying that because all of a sudden I'll see myself.
You'll be sent there
it's
next
actually
week.
3 weeks standing under the book going.
Thanks,
scaling down the side of it. Right, still to come, Rob Heffernan is in the building. We'll be having a chat to him.
Plus, we've butterbean hummus in the kitchen and more Racing Day styles on the catwalk. See you in a few minutes.